Second possession for Georgia Tech. A look at the starting lineup. Two returners, Jaden Mustaf and Kowacie Reeves. Taking it to the hole, Kowacie Reeves, the chance to tie us up with an and one.
Hawks playing east to west. They really need to get north to south on the attack. Sela.
And good hands by Reeves. Fed ahead to Mo Sela. Lift off. A two-hand slam from Sela.
And help side as well. Right there. The ability to close the gap and block the shot. And they might get an easy one.
Bassel with the block. Reeves contends at the rim. And a turnover right to Sela. Kelly surveying, feeds Reeves, who flushes it. And it's a one-possession game on the other end from Kowacie Reeves. What a ball game here in McCampbell.
From beyond the arc, 13 of 39 from the field, but they're winning the battle of the backboard. They're winning the effort plays.
And a turnover out of the timeout. Kraft, a three, need it, got it.
Throw it to Sela.
Looking for Sela, trying to get open on Staples. Reeves driving in, hangs and hits. Kowacie Reeves, three-point shot hasn't been falling. Instead, he slashes inside.
Renee Chatfield.
Wing three, too strong, Kraft the board. That's going to be a big key for Damon Stoudemire, how his guards rebound. And Kowacie Reeves nearly brings down the rim.
Here we go. Chatfield gets off the ball early. Take off. Punish it.
All about getting out and running, right, John?
3 on 2 possessions ago, and then he goes off the bounce.
And now the press for Georgia Tech. Here's Kowacie with the reverse. And timeout Bryant, Georgia Tech.
And again having trouble this time just getting it across the timeline. They get it inside, and there's an alley-oop. But once you break the pressure, then it looks easy as Reeves drops the dime to Sela. Chance to cut into that lead here as Washington goes up top to Reeves. Reeves, the bank is open on a Monday night.
Sela scarfs up the board. Reeves, high arcing three, drains it. Putting together quality minutes these last few games for Georgia Tech as Sela tries to bulldoze down low. A three, it won't go. Reeves soars in for the board, and one, Kowacie Reeves.
Second leading scorer for the Jackets on the season, averaging 13.5 per game. Shooting percentage not great this year.
Kowacie Reeves, fifth-year senior, cash from the elbow.
Tough shot, one dribble, he just elevated above the defender.
A lot of passes on the perimeter here for Georgia Tech recently. Reeves, a long, tough two, and he drills it.
In Atlanta.
Nobody between him and the basket couldn't finish.
That was automatic too if he could have just regrouped and put it in the bucket. Georgia Tech, a nice job doing the lob pass right now. They're clearing the weak side. You look at Dongo, 12 points, 13 boards. The 5 assists really stands out. He's had a tremendous day.
And Reeves, oh, that was graceful.
Yellow Jackets down 12 with the basketball here. Trying to find any type of flow on offense. Inside to Reeves, and that's a beautifully designed play on the alley-oop to Sela to get him in the scoring column.
Hearing what this young man is doing with his platform to help out.
Mississippi State almost had an easy bucket down low, but Davis Fleming had it stripped. Georgia Tech needs something to get going on offense. Chatfield is in the game, and so too. Inch closer and closer to conference play. Hubbard had it stripped, and this should be an easy deuce. Washington on the other end. Lamar Washington. And that'll be another stop. So Georgia Tech can continue to try and slice this deficit. Down from 14, Reeves!
The Yellow Jackets coming off that loss against Mississippi State, 85-73. They shot a season worst, 33%. Kowacie Reeves was not the problem, though. He comes through with another three. By better than half, from an average of 16-7 over the last 3 games. Of course, Tech lost all 3 of those games as Mo Sela flushes it. Rivera-Torres will not fall. It seems like the goal coming out of half was to get him going, John. Hadn't quite happened yet. Kowacie Reeves A magnificent play. He'll get a breather. So you mentioned Kenny Anderson only had 9 points in that game. Well, Dennis Scott, he had 37, so he kind of picked up the slack there from Kenny.
And don't leave out lethal weapon 3, Brian Oliver. And Reeves goes up. King Rice just whistling. He didn't whisper. He said, y'all got to look at that. Y'all got to look at that.
Raised the top three-point shooter on the floor. Heads inside. Now Robinson penetrates. Rivera Torres has it ripped away by Reeves again. Here comes Kowacie. And he is fouled and gets continuation as soon as this one is over.
Did a lot of his damage down the stretch, too. He had 14 points in the second half, and that's Reeves. He now has 11 points in the second half.
Maris bench getting loud at this defensive effort. It's Kelly. Zips it to Wasey in the corner. Reeves got it. Count the basket, a 4-point play opportunity.
We'll get a look at it here. Again, Jacket's doing a nice job attacking the paint. Blackwell, you saw at the end, his momentum carried into Reeves. And Reeves holds the follow-through, takes the contact, chance to go to the line. First guy I met on campus. We were in a freshman, we were on top of Peters Park and Deck for a barbecue with all the student athletes. I'm from Boston, he's from Trussville, Alabama. One takeaway or one comment you can have about what does Coach Key mean to you? What does he mean to this program? What's something you learned from him?
Collins Ramos trying to fight through the screen. Reeves with a little found money and he cashes it in.
Scores in this one. We'll be back in Atlanta. We're going to step aside from Krementz Court.
He has come here healthy and ready to go. Pat Nostin tried to sneak in, couldn't finish it. Fleming the rebound in traffic, outlet for Reeves. Look out!
Ooh, that was
Kowacie
nice.
Reeves.
Well, Kowacie right here. George Gervin at home saying this is the finger roll.
And Lafayette starting the offense with Caleb Williams. He'll go right back to the basket. Marshall blocked it. Here's Reeves. Open floor. He's got Phillips to beat with a dunk.
Whoa, that was nice. And I knew Kowacie had hops, but flight Kowacie to the rim.
Now you're going to see more 4-out-1 in with Georgia Tech on the offensive end. Watch
Great
out.
shake. Hello. Happy New Year. Kowacie Reeves. One-handed jam to tie it at 31.
Attack from the Yellow Jackets. Jay, they've outscored the Duke bench 7.
Well, you said you don't need a three, but you need something fast. Reeves does launch the three, and he buries it. Kowacie Reeves cuts the lead in half.
No, I mean, this is just a difficult shot. Takes the contact, steps away, but he is in such a groove from behind the three-point line.
Payne into the lane, and his pass is stolen away by Bayandongo. Quickly back the other way. Kowacie throws it down. Forte lobs inside. Hastings lost it. Here comes Reeves one more time with numbers. He lays it in himself, and the Yellow Jackets are back in front.
Look at that rip away by Reeves. So good coast to coast. I thought he was going to dish off to one of his teammates, but he says, I'm going.
Kings turns it over. Syracuse leaving the door open here, and Reeves gets the goaltend.
4 minutes and 12 seconds. They reverted back to the things that created what Ray knew, and great defense possession there by the Yellow Jackets. They got to get stops like this, but they got to figure something out on the offensive end of the floor.
Well, they go to Reeves, their leading scorer, and he cashes in. First basket in 5 minutes and 30 seconds.
Zone when he flashes. Really good score from there. You got to mid-range that right there.
Right on cue. Randolph Childress.
You have a chance here to make a run if you're Georgia Tech.
Stole it away. Battle for the ball. Reeves has it. Up ahead, here's Lamar Washington. Count it, plus the foul. Defense to offense.
Stops, getting out in transition. Lamar Washington with the contact. Chance at an and one here.
Reeves yet to get going. Goes baseline. One-handed jam. They try and come back on the road against a Miami team that's red hot. Extend those arms. It makes it easy for the officials to call. Reeves cashes in on the extra possession. Reeves pull-up pop. And it drops in. rattled home for Kowacie Reeves.
We talked about his talent.
Here's Reeves going for Dongo, and those two connect like they've done so many times in a Jackets uniform. Reeves, pull up pop, got it!
One of the big moments in this game, he steps up and knocks down a three.
Reeves has been the hot hand in the second half. Has it here, cashes in, plus the foul. Kowacie Reeves refusing to go away.
Can Georgia Tech find some rhythm on offense?
That does work.
One thing you notice about NC State is they switch 1 through 5 on the defensive end. Not a lot of teams doing that, and that's how you beat all that switching, is getting it to the cup and trying to score inside. He's catnip for the media. We like him because he'll say anything. He's a little nutty that way. We like him a little nutty, but that's what you need in North Carolina State. You need a big personality on that bench.
Last year's team went 28-7 at McNeese. Jazz Kelly has a three-pointer in this second half. Reeves up and under.
That's the guy you want to go to right now when you really need a bucket.
Progressive Insurance. Progressive offers 24/7 protection. Dongo, double team. Over top of it to Reeves. Lines up the three and knocks it down. Go on, Kowacie.
That's a very aggressive offensive rebound for a guy who's got two, but you see the deep post, and even though he was deep, trying to get a late clock bucket now.
Shot clock is down to 4. Reeves over the top of the defense and over Lubin for 3 for Reeves and 21 points.
See Kowacie at the end of the shot clock pulling up and putting it in.
Good defense we'll see by the Tigers.
Boy, they're happy to have him back after a pit stop at Georgia. He was part of that Elite 8 team for Clemson a couple of years ago, and there's the man we highlighted in the open, Kowacie Reeves. Kowacie Reeves, he really kept Georgia Tech in this thing when they got invincibly. Kelly trying to find some space, got blocked, kicked it out, up top Reeves, rocker step, now the drive, and rocks the rim.
Reeves just nice shot fake. Lane opens up.
Tech is 2 of its last 5. Both belong to Dongo. 2-point game. Lob and catch. Make Dongo all 7 of Georgia Tech's points, and we're tied.
Great seal by Bob and a great pass by Kowacie. Nice and high, no shot blocking the paint.
New style. Georgia Tech trying to answer. Here goes Reeves. Transition. 6 for Kowacie Reeves.